Hi, today I'm doing my top 10 worst books of 2020. Because this has been a good year at least, or maybe only reading wise. I find it quite hard to find 10 worst or bad books. Usually I tend to like everything. And this is just my opinion, you might disagree. And what was I going to say? Some of these are actually quite good or average, and starting with number 10, we have The Flash, Climate Changeling by Richard Knaak. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Knaak. And this is an average story. It's pretty much like your average episode of The Flash TV show on Warner Brothers. Maybe a bit too long. It's 400 or so, 430 pages. Maybe a bit too long would be my complaint. The Sleeping Dragon. This is actually a good read. I think I gave this 3 stars. The Sleeping Dragon by Sjowall Rosenberg, part of the Guardians of the Flame series. It's a fantasy book, and the reason it's on this list is towards the end there's a pretty horrific rape scene in this book. It really shocked me. I haven't been shocked like that in quite a while. I'm not too sure how well or how badly the writer deals with the subject, but it's really out of nowhere. That really shocked me, and even worse, I recommended this to somebody. And once again, this is a good read. The Dream Master by Roger Zealzny. I'm never sure how you pronounce that last name, but yeah, it's a good read. It's very heavy on metaphor, but I really couldn't grasp what was going on. Science fiction. This doctor has sort of a way of going into people's dreams, sort of Inception, and there's a movie called Dreamscape, this is sort of based off of this, and another story I can't remember the name of by Roger Zealzny. And also Dreamscape came out the same year as Nightmare on Elm Street, both to do with dreams and both doing with being killed in your dreams. But this basically this blind woman wants to sort of go into her dreams, but there's some sort of complication or something, and there's a talking dog in it. I think the dog may have been psychic, can't quite remember, but I just couldn't really grasp what was going on. I think the ending's quite ambiguous, and I really didn't know what was going on, so that's why this is on the list, and I'm probably wrong about that. Next up we have A Guilty Pleasure. This is The Mummy by Barbara Steiner, and it's a point horror, which are always a guilty pleasure for me. And point horror are YA, sort of before YA was invented, I think. And they're very. I think 90% of the time the main characters are teenagers, and as a result, it can be a sort of high school drama type stuff. And this is sort of a combination of things. There's romance, a tiny bit of horror. It's partly sort of crime. There's a museum and sort of artifacts go missing, but it doesn't really know what it wants to be. So that's why this is on the list. Next we have A Meal in Winter by Hubert Mingarelli. I just found this to be boring. Not much happens in it. I don't think it's anything special. Next we have a Western. And again, I don't think there's anything really wrong with this. I think it's quite a good read. Scoreless Rights by Frank C. Robertson. I don't know, maybe the portrayal of Native Americans, but I don't think so. You know, it's got a strong female Native American in it, I thought. So, I don't know, maybe it's guilty of being average. Next we have Partisans by Alistair MacLean. Unfortunately, this is a thriller that failed to thrill me. I didn't find it interesting. Most thrillers are referred to as page turners. You want to find out what happens next, but that was not the case with this. It's a thriller that failed to thrill me, and it's a shame because I like Alistair MacLean, a good Scottish writer. I think most famous for The Guns of Navarone, or Where Eagles Dare. Both quite good movies. Or so I'm told. I've not seen The Guns of Navarone. Next is The Man Who Went Up in Smoke by, and once again I'm going to mispronounce these names, Sjowall and Wahloo, or Wahloo, I'm not too sure. This was underwhelming for me. I mean, the resolving of the mystery is probably quite realistic, but I was so what was sort of my response to the end of the book. I don't think it's anything special, at least not to me. Next we have Meg by Steve Alten, and I would describe it as B-movie schlock, or I think on Goodreads I call it B-movie garbage. But sometimes I do like that. Giant shark, giant whatever, rampaging amok, causing chaos and terror, but I just thought it was dumb. And the movie's not much better either. And last, and this might not be a surprise to some viewers, but we have Battlefield Earth by Hubbard. This is a book that gives science fiction a bad name. 1,050 pages of absolute boredom and garbage. The movie at least is entertaining in a hilarious, funny way. But if you want to go to sleep, read this book. Otherwise, avoid it. And have you ever seen anyone headbutt a book before? You have now. Thanks for watching. Bye.